Hey guys, Moran Pober here, and today I want to share a lesson from Pena that you gotta learn. So let's get to it. So hey, my name is Moran Pober, and if you're new to this channel is all about me sharing and documenting my journey following QLA, especially following QLA in the acquisition world, so growing businesses externally by buying other businesses. This is what I've been doing for the last few years, and I'm here to show you that you can do the same with your existing business, even if you have a small business. You don't need to have an 8-figure business before you start to grow by acquisitions. And I'm here to show you that that's probably the best way for you to bring in as much revenue as you want, basically. You can double your business literally in an afternoon by buying another business. It's the best way for you to become more profitable in your business, because one of your biggest costs in business is to acquire a new client. When you buy a business, you basically acquire hundreds of clients at once, and the cross-selling opportunities with that business will all go down to your bottom line, to your profit. That's something that's really hard to do if you're trying to get one client at a time. And the third thing is to show you that you can go buy a business where there's a manager to that business, and that manager can take over your day-to-day role. So if you're tired of working day-to-day, literally 24/7 every day of the week to run the day-to-day operation, I'm here to show you that by buying other businesses, you can finally become an owner investor of a business versus owner operator. So this is what this channel is all about. If you're new, subscribe, like the video, hit the notification button so you make sure you're not missing new videos, and I promise you won't regret it. And also see links in the description below. There are links for free business buying mastermind, and there's a link for you to send me your biggest question. So you go there, you put your details, and I'm creating videos based on the topics that you provide. So go to the links right now if you have any questions about the space of buying businesses and growing by acquisitions. Submit your topics, and that's how I'm getting topics to create those videos, because once a week I go in there a few hours in front of the camera and I'm creating 7 videos, and then I post them every day. So yeah, do that right now if you didn't yet. But either way, let's get to today's topic, which is another big lesson from Pena. Again, all his content is on his website. I'm here to get into the nuances of the lessons, because even if you go to the castle, even if you learn from the same content that you have online, I know that many people still emailing me and asking for the little nuances of those lessons, because most people who go to the castle or I guess try to learn from Pena, they never grew a business by acquisition, or at least most of them. So they don't understand the little mistakes that they can have when when they go and actually implement. And I'm basically sharing my lessons that I wish that someone showed me back in the days when I started. So today we're going to focus on one of the lessons, which is, and I'm quoting Pena, it's never underestimate how wrong you can be. Even the most careful planning can be overtaken by external events and circumstances. So let's get to what I think that quote means, based on someone with a perspective of buying businesses, and what kind of, I guess, circumstances you can expect when you indulge into this space of growing by acquisitions. So let's get to that. So why that lesson is so important, and it brings me back to understanding that, first of all, in whatever goal you have, expect challenges. So just to give you examples, I had few deals that I didn't close after we already signed LOI. I have I think around 5 or even more deals like that I felt like we were about to close, but we didn't. And many different things changed, like that client left, or that partner left, or that one out of a sudden expected different things, or most likely we just find out new things in the due diligence. So if the seller is promising you that you're going to make X amount of revenues or profits next year, during the due diligence, and again, I'm not talking about the initial due diligence before you're making offers, I'm talking about due diligence you're making after you sign in the agreement to buy the business. That's the real due diligence, when you really dive into the details of the business, because until you have an LOI, the business won't really open up everything for you. They will open enough for you. But after you sign an LOI, a letter of intent, that's where the business will basically have to open everything, so you can learn exactly what's going on in the business. And that's where you find out that many times whatever you thought is going to happen won't happen. Like there's a deal we're actually doing due diligence right now. One of the clients of that business is Coca-Cola, Coke basically, but we're not sure if and how they're going to basically renew the contract. So that alone, and that's one of their biggest clients, we know that if they're not going to renew the contract, there's basically a completely different business versus the business that we thought we were buying. So all those different nuances, and again, bringing me back to the quote from Dan, which is, I think it's brilliant. I don't care what you're doing, like never underestimate how wrong you can be, and never underestimate how much due diligence you need to do and how much investigations you need to do. And brings us back again to one of his sentences, which is, the more you invest, the less you'll need to investigate. The more you investigate, the less you'll need to invest. Because otherwise, I mean, there's so many little things that you're not expecting. We thought we were buying a business that is amazing, and then after due diligence, you find out the business is shit. And many times, you understand that many of the employees don't want to stay. There's a problem internally. There's a problem with the owner who... And here's the biggest thing, guys. Unless you're buying a very successful business and you have capital to bring into the table, many of those businesses are kind of like shitty businesses. Don't get me wrong, there are many deals. Like there's another deal we're about to do in the UK right now. The business is amazing, but the seller is distressed. So those are the best deals. You want a distressed seller with a good business. Those are the best deals. But unless he's distressed and motivated, what you'll find out is that most people want to sell their business because they're pretty much shitty businesses. But that's many times okay, because if you have an existing business, you can bolt on that business to yours, and then you can use whatever assets you want. Again, have those cross-selling gains and synergies, and still have amazing upside because you know how to use those assets and leverage, literally save yourself years worth of growing by only internal ways, but just doing more sales and marketing. You can grow so fast by buying someone like that. So that's kind of that. I want to tell you what I see most people do, which is, first of all, most people that I see just have blind trust. So they go into a deal and they literally, they have a blind trust in the deal. They think, okay, that person told me X, it's probably true. And many times what I find out is they don't do it because they're too innocent. They do it because they're in a rush to do the deal. And that's probably one of the worst things you can do. If you're in a rush to do a deal, or I guess in a rush and in a neediness vibe in everything you do in life, it's really hard to make things successful. You got to come from a place that, hey, I have everything. I have all the money in the world I need. I have a great business already. And I'm here to basically help you, the seller, and provide a good solution for you and serve you with whatever I can. And let's find a way for us to get a win-win scenario from this deal. I serve you and add value to you in my ways, and you basically give me whatever I need in return for that value. So that's the vibe you should have in general when you're getting into this space. And again, it brings us back to, I guess, people not expecting challenges. And when they're not expecting challenges, you need to when you're in this business space especially, you need to, when you see a challenge, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I prepared for that. I'm ready for that. I know that I'm going to have challenges, because every challenge is a brick in your basically path to success. And most people don't understand that that's part of the process. All those investigations, all those due diligence issues that I told you about, that's part of the process. You need to be really, I guess, okay with that. Otherwise, again, it brings us back to the mindset. And I see many people who have those issues. They go back to themselves after, let's say, I know many people who literally collapsed after they didn't close a deal that was in the due diligence process because they mentally couldn't take it. They were like, I don't believe I'm not closing that. I worked so hard to get that deal under an LOI, and now this deal is fucked. And they literally came back to look for other deals because they didn't expect those challenges. And again, it brings us back to the mindset. They think that I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy of being successful. I need to take another course. I need to buy another book. And they're going back again to the cycle of self-development instead of sticking to one thing and one thing only, and one team ideally only, that mentoring you and supporting you with everything A to Z, and just sticking to them. Unless you do that and you always doubt in yourself and you always look for other, I guess, escape routes, it's going to be really, really hard to be successful. It's like if someone will come to you and tell you, hey, I want to become ripped, I want to have 6 abs. And after one workout, he'll be like, oh man, I'm not ripped yet. And I mean, he's overweight. He's like 30 kilograms overweight or whatever pounds, right? and he's telling you, dude, I worked out once, I'm not ripped. What the fuck? I'm probably, I can't even do that. It's probably I'm not worthy of becoming ripped and stuff like that, right? So similar things can happen in the space of businesses all the time, and I see that happen all the time. That's why working your mindset again and again, it's so important. And all the space of investigation, I see so many people out there who just tell you, hey, don't worry about it, just make an offer about that business, just make a 3 to 5 offer. Don't even worry about the due diligence. Trust your accountants and lawyers to do your due diligence, and just buy the business. Just buy the business, or just go and buy distressed businesses. Go and buy a business for $1 and just take the liabilities on you. And I literally saw people doing that. They're buying shitty businesses, even if they're free. Like, I'm getting offers to buy businesses for $1 every week. I swear to God, people just come to me and tell me, hey, I got this business. It's a shit. Sorry, I got a call, but it's a shitty business, and I lost my thought. I'm getting those offers for $1. It's a shitty business, and they're basically telling me, "Hey, buy this business." And unless I'm doing my due diligence, I know that other people will be like someone last week offered me to buy a football club in England, literally in one of the first leagues, not obviously not the first one, but one of the first 4 leagues, let's say, for $1 to take a football club, and I'm like, that could be fucking cool actually. But then it's like, okay, when you ask for the actual details, you understand there's so much involved, and someone else might be like, you know what, I'll take it, I don't care, I'll find a way. And I don't understand that they were taking liabilities with them many times. Obviously it depends on the deal that you negotiate, right? But what I'm here to tell you is that don't listen to people who just tell you, hey, just buy distressed businesses, or just make an offer for 3 to 5 times EBITDA. No, there's many things involved in the process, and unless you really understand them, I mean, you can really screw yourself. Now, I want to balance that to the other side as well, because the never underestimate how wrong you can be for the other side as well. Because never underestimate how wrong you can be for the positive as well. Like, you can go and talk to a business owner, and maybe today he won't accept your offer, and he'll come back to you after a few months. And I think I mentioned it in one of my other videos. I had someone coming back to me after 3 years of me sending the first message and having the first interaction. He got back to me after 3 years telling me, hey, I want to sell my business now, let's do it. So you never underestimate how wrong you can be. It can be and I'm talking positive and negative. Always be aware of everything, and be okay with challenges, be okay with surprises as well, with good surprises. And again, it comes back to your mindset. Everything comes back to your mindset, because unless you have the mindset that is, I guess, also the self-worthiness, that you're okay with receiving stuff. So like the surprises that you're getting, you need to be okay with receiving those things. Otherwise, those things won't come, or you won't even be aware of those things. Like you for some reason, because you have a problem with your mindset, you'll miss that email, or many things that I see people literally do because they self-sabotage themselves because lack of self-esteem. I see that all the time. So yeah, if you want help with that, and again, if you have existing business, ideally at least 6-figure business, and you want to explore growing it by acquisitions, or you just want to check out if growing by acquisitions is for you, go to moranpober.com/talk, and you'll see the details on us basically helping you figuring out if growing by acquisitions is for you. Other than that, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Remember, if you need help, you want to grow your business by acquisitions, get in touch. My team did more than 300 deals, and we can help you with everything: the accountability, the support, the team around you, and just save you so many costs and mistakes. Because like I said, every mistake here can cost you a small fortune, and at the same time, every day that you're not taking action can cost you a few $1,000,000 that you could already own and bolt on and grow by acquisition that way into your business. So if you're wasting your time, it's a shame. But again, look in yourself in the mirror. If you're growing and progressing, and you have more money today than you have yesterday, and you're really progressing in where you want to be in life, and you have the lifestyle that you want, then it's all good. But if you're complaining or have the attitude that you deserve more or want to do more, then explore having a call with us, because I'm sure we can help. Yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Subscribe if you didn't yet. Hit the notification button so you won't miss new videos, and see links in the description below. If you didn't post your questions yet, go there and send me your details, and I'll create videos based on that. And also join our free business buying mastermind on Facebook if you didn't yet. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon.